the Gulf of Mexico, one of the harshest seas on Earth. Out here, people don't just hunt for fish. They hunt for a chance to change their lives. In just 5 days, 130,000 pounds of red snapper must be pulled up from depths over 200 meters. Value, more than $2 million. Every drop of the line is a gamble. Every haul is a test of human limits. Because out there, the ocean shows no mercy. It can give you everything and take it all away in a single wave. This isn't just a fishing trip. It's a battle for survival between man and the sea. If you want to understand why people keep coming back here despite the danger and the loss, then come with us. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join us to uncover more hidden stories of the ocean. The Gulf of Mexico, a vast body of water between the U.S., Cuba, and Mexico. Here, the weather changes within hours. Calm in the morning, storms by afternoon. The water is deep, the current strong, and the seabed is littered with coral reefs, shipwrecks, and an intricate web of marine life. Over 40% of America's seafood comes from this Gulf, and among all that, the red snapper stands as the most prized catch. They live around rocky reefs more than 200 meters deep, hidden in the dark, moving in schools. Each fish can weigh over 30 pounds, its flesh white, firm, with a clean, briny sweetness from the deep sea. Red snapper meat can sell for tens of dollars per kilo, a crimson treasure beneath the waves. But the Gulf doesn't give it up easily. Whirling winds, fierce storms, violent currents, and pressure from the depths can tear apart any piece of equipment. This is not a place for the weak. Only those willing to face the sea head-on can reach the reward. Because every season, only a handful of boats come back with full holds. The rest return empty. At the docks, dozens of red snapper boats roar to life. Engines thunder, metal clanks echo. Each boat carries tons of gear, hundreds of spools of steel cable, and lines stretching for miles. Everything is labeled, checked, logged with precision. There's no room for mistakes. One broken line, one torn net, one wrong coordinate, and the whole trip is lost. The fishing coordinates were marked weeks in advance. Areas with strong currents and steady temperatures, where schools of red snapper gather around natural reefs. Once everything is ready, the boats fuel up, the lights flash green, and the bows cut toward open sea.
Подожди, ёпта! бы ты набивал. Нет же никого.
Подожди, еще чуть подавай. Так, руку держишь, нет. Давай ты не
Давай.
надо держать.
Day 1. The sea is calm. GPS confirms the coordinates. Sonar systems begin scanning the seabed. On the screen, dense streaks of returning waves appear, signs of snapper moving deep below. The perfect time to begin. Miles-long fishing lines are released into the dark. Each line carries hundreds of baited hooks. They vanish beneath the surface, sinking into the heavy pressure and darkness below. Buoys float to the top, marking invisible hunting lanes across the sea. Each buoy is a bet. No one knows what lies beneath. Day 2. The weather starts to turn. Boats begin hauling lines. The winches groan at full speed. The surface boils. And then the first flashes of red appear. Red snapper, heavy and thrashing wildly. Each pull brings up hundreds of pounds of fish. Day 3, the wind shifts, currents grow stronger, water temperature drops fast. Boats are forced to drop longer lines, add more weight, and accept higher risks. One wrong move could snap the cable, lose the entire rig, or worse, drag the machinery into the waves. But they don't stop. Once the fish are biting, they pull until the very end. Day 4. Just a few more sets to hit the target. Each line is pulled up slowly, carefully, and then the last streaks of red break the surface. Mission accomplished. After 5 days, the storage holds are packed full. Over 130,000 pounds of red snapper caught, worth more than $2 million on the market. Each fish is stacked neatly in deep freeze compartments below deck, preserved like treasure. $2 million, enough to change the lives of an entire crew. But it also costs 5 sleepless days, bodies pushed to exhaustion, and a brutal trade between man and the ocean. For them, the victory isn't the money. It's surviving long enough to bring their catch home. At the port of Galveston, Texas, hundreds of frozen containers are unloaded. Workers labor through the night, transferring the fish from the ship's cold holds to refrigerated trucks, keeping them at 18 degrees. From there, the catch splits 3 ways. One portion heads to the processing plant. There, automated lines run around the clock. Fish are slowly thawed, filleted, vacuum sealed, and packed in perfectly chilled conditions. Another portion flies to New York, where upscale restaurants have pre-ordered weeks in advance. The rest is exported to Tokyo, Seoul, and Dubai, markets that see red snapper as a symbol of luxury. In less than 72 hours, red snapper travels from the depths of the Gulf of Mexico across half the globe to dinner plates in glittering cities. In stainless steel kitchens, chefs carefully slice the pink-white flesh. A touch of lemon, a drizzle of melted butter. In Tokyo, thin slices are served on crushed ice in sushi bars. In New York and Dubai, they're grilled golden, glazed with lemon butter sauce, served under crystal lights beside expensive wine. Every bite represents thousands of miles traveled, hundreds of hours of labor, and 5 relentless days between man and sea. Behind the glow of the dining table, the ocean keeps roaring. Every year, thousands of tons of red snapper are pulled from the Gulf. A massive bounty, but also a deep wound to the sea. Yields are shrinking each season. Areas once teeming with life now lie barren. Scientists warn, if overfishing continues, the red snapper could vanish within decades. And along with that bounty come human losses. Dozens of lives are lost each year. Storms, waves, snapped cables, midnight accidents, all too familiar to the Gulf's fishermen. There are no official records, only small wooden plaques hanging at the docks, engraved with the names of those who never returned. If you want to keep exploring the truest stories from the open sea, where people face the ocean, risk, and their own limits, hit subscribe. The ocean still holds countless secrets, and we'll take you there.